Hello friends and potential friends. Well, today is January 6th, 2024, and I figured I'd come out here and take a look at what's going on out here. Starting off up here on the front porch, where I've got all these Praxis cherry tomato plants growing. They're doing pretty good. Of course, they grow a little bit slower in the winter time, but overall I'm happy with their progress. And let's go see what's going on back in the back. And yes, the holly is still in full bloom. It is still holiday season, even though it's currently about 78 degrees out here. Yeah, it's gotten up to about 78 today. We've been having cold fronts come through here about every 3 days. Cools things off. The lowest temperatures I've seen so far are in the 39 range. 2 days we got to 39. The highs generally are going up into the upper 60s or low 70s. But it warmed up today. We had a front come through overnight. Got about 1/4 inch of rain this morning, and then it warmed up. So the cool air is supposed to be here pretty soon. Meanwhile, I decided to fire up the barbecue grill. Over here on the patio, still have a bunch of pineapples to do something with. And I don't know whether I pointed this out before, but it looks like I've got a potato or two coming up. In here I've also got the rosemary that I planted out, a little bit of comfrey, a lot of weeds. And over in the main garden, still got them pineapples along the front here. These are Roma tomatoes on this side. They're about the slowest growing, but they're also the last ones that I planted out here. My carrot tower seems to be doing pretty good. I've got carrots popping up all over the place, and them radishes are going crazy. More comfrey, more lettuce, cilantro. I still haven't pulled up those last 2 pitiful okra plants, but I might as well. And what I was kind of expecting over here in the garlic bed, just about all of the soft neck variety of garlic has popped up in the last week or so. And this morning I noticed down here at this end I've got one of the hardneck variety that's popped up. So I was kind of expecting that to happen, hoping it wouldn't, but it did, so I'll deal with it. Collards are growing crazy. I'm gonna have to start picking and freezing some of this stuff because I can't eat it fast enough. Same thing with the greens over here. Got the dinosaur kale over there, Florida broadleaf mustard, a red mustard. These are Napa cabbages. I've been eating them in salads just about every day, and I just can't keep up with them. The other greens, still got Brussels sprouts growing pretty good down here, although I don't see any sprouts forming on them. The eggplants are still alive and still trying to make fruit. I'm not sure if that's going to work. This is really the wrong time of year to be trying to grow those things. These are my broccolis. Don't see any heads forming there yet, but they're sure getting tall. And then my curly leaf kale down here. Over here in the purslane bed, I still have a couple of bunch of onions and a few carrots. Mostly just purslane. Oh, sun's trying to come out. Here we have a bunch of Floridad tomatoes. They've got a few flowers on them, but So far I haven't seen any fruit, and I think these ones down here are a few Romas. And there's some flowers down in there. These blue lake bush beans, this last few days they have gone crazy with blooming. So I should be getting some beans here pretty soon. I hope so. And then the other tomatoes. Now, to be fair, I still have not tied any of these things up, but they've been tying themselves up to that trellis, standing up tall, about 5 feet in some cases. They got blossoms all over the place, and every once in a while you find a little green tomato. Looking pretty good. I'm hoping to get some ripe ones before it have any more cold weather. There's some baby ones in there. These are the Everglades down at this end. And then down at this end we have the homesteads. And there are a few tomatoes growing in there as well. But it's looking promising. Of course, like I said, we're getting the cold front about every 3 days lately. And the one came through today. It's supposed to cool off tonight. And then in 3 more days, there's another one coming across. Patience bed, I finally trimmed up some of the dead stuff. And as soon as I did that, more new ones started popping up. Got one there, and there's one over on the far side over there. So things are looking good in here. And back in the mini orchard, lemongrass is going crazy. Gardenia is growing good. My Florida avocado is growing good, putting on some new growth. And back here in the corner, I've got 2 relatively small Ponderosa lemons that are about ready to be picked. And one more up there that's just starting to turn yellow. My loquat, a lot of new growth at the top of that thing. And the Meyer lemon has got quite a bit of new growth coming on. Pomegranate's still hanging in there, although it's losing more and more of its leaves. It does not like this colder weather. Of course, neither do I. The other avocado's doing good. Got some new growth on that one as well. And the fig tree back there, fig bush, has still got leaves on it. On the contrary, the mulberry dropped just about all of its leaves, and whatever's left has been decimated by whatever has been eating it. That's one of our hawks out cruising looking for squirrels. And one thing I noticed this morning, my Ponderosa lemon that I grew from seed is flowering. Yes, it's January. Apparently this thing doesn't know that. It looks like I've got some aphids on there too, so I may have to try to do something about that. Oh, but they smell so good. So things are looking pretty good in the mini orchard. So overall, there's a little bit of a green fix for anybody in need. Things are coming along nicely. I'm eating salads just about every day. And pretty soon I'll have some other things that I can dig up and eat. But for right now, I'm going to get back to that barbecue pit because those coals are just about ready to put some meat on there. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.